move again, to walk again, and to live fully again. People often think na yung mga role models ko are champions, achievers, famous people, but no, they are my patients. Actually, they are elderly, bedridden, stroke patients na gustong gumaling ulit. So, they struggle every day, they show up every day on our rehab sessions because they want to fully recover, they want to embrace their family, and they want to live longer with their children. These stories, hundreds of inspiring stories that I'm excited to share, made me redefine what it truly means to become a superbud. Until one of them told me, "Anak, sali ka sa superbud." Then here I am standing, trying to help more people reclaim the life they thought they lost. And this is my superbud era.
Thank you. Your question will be from Sir Ray.
Anthony, actually kailangan ko ng PT para sa tatay ko. What sets apart a patient who will be successful versus yung mahihirapan mag-improve?
Actually, when handling patients, I tell them na hindi tayo fully makaka-recover, but I will do my best to maximize your functional capacity. I will adjust the environment, I will talk to your family so they can adjust, mabigay nila kung ano yung tama sa'yo para at least maging happy ka sa activities of daily living nyo and you're living quality life as long as your family members are with you. That's all.
Male number 42.
Hi, I'm Herschel Sanchez from San Fernando, Pampanga, 40 years old. I stand here for all the millions of OFW Buyas and Ates who've spent years putting others first because I know what it feels like to sacrifice your own dreams for the people you love. As the eldest of 8 siblings, I chose to be an OFW instead of finishing my college so I could give my family the opportunities I never had. Today, all 7 younger siblings have graduated from college, and we're so proud of what we have achieved together. However, somewhere along the way, I forgot about myself. Years ago, I was diagnosed with clinical depression. But through therapy and faith combined together, I learned one life-changing truth. Self-care is not selfish. So today, I am so happy to share with you all that I am no longer just a brother or a son. I am also a loving partner. I am a runner. I am a Hyrox athlete. I started looking for schools to finish the college degree that I once put off. And slowly, I'm learning how to embrace vulnerability. And this wonderful opportunity to be here with you all is for all the millions of OFWs, Ates and Kuyas, and for the breadwinners, kasama kayo dito. Keep loving your family, but don't forget to include yourself in that kind of love. Because at 40, becoming a superbod is not only having about stronger physique anymore, it is also about choosing to grow every time. And this is my superbod era.
Thank you, Herschel. Judge Jules, can you please come here?
I knew it. When I was watching backstage, I knew you guys would do this.
Hi.
What about the other
We have to do
guys?
this. Tatlong pugo. Okay, so Judge Carlo.
Okay.
Thanks, Judge Jules. This will be the last time.
It's okay, Casey. You can keep on doing it. So, how long have you been in OFW when you were?
I was in OFW for 15 years, sir, but now I am living here in the Philippines.
What were you doing as an OFW?
I was a flight attendant in the Middle East.
So, can you share with us what are the top challenges of an OFW in trying to pursue a life of fitness outside of the Philippines?
Okay, sir, that's a very good question because as an OFW and at the same time as a flight attendant where we don't have any fixed schedule at all, so working out definitely and eating on time is definitely one of the hardest thing in order for us to be able to keep on track. However, once your mind is set to it, nothing should be able to stop you from doing it, hence the physique that I am having right now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Male number 43.
Mabuhay! This is Arvin Trilliano Corpus, 26, from Tondo, Manila. And this is my super bad era because I am ready to tell you my story. I am from Tondo, Manila, and it's true. The life there is poor and it's really sad. I'm not privileged. Only have a single mom. I was told to stop studying, but I didn't. Instead, I work bilang isang kargador po sa Divisoria. I didn't stop. I earned 200 pesos a day and I used that to go to gym, to go to school, and luckily I'm able to finish it. I'm a professional now. And bilang kapatid po, I always help people, coaching them, training them for free. Hindi po ako naningil. Also, I am volunteering and helping some foundations such as Hope for the Aged, our lolos, lolas, and our kabataan po. Because I made a promise to them that once I'm capable of using this body and skill to earn more, I will go back to them and help them. Because that time for them, they really hope that I am their superhero. I am their super body. Thank you.
Nice. Arvin is the definition of resilience, no? So your judge is Jasmine.
Hi Arvin, thank you for sharing your story with us. It's very
Welcome.
inspiring and to see you up here, to be accomplishing what you want. Thank you for being here, being present. With that in mind, with your story in mind, kung may isa ka lang meal na pwedeng kainin with your 200 pesos noon, na sa tingin mo hanggang ngayon can nourish you through your journey, ano yung isang meal na yun?
Perfect. That would be century tuna. Canned goods. Why? Why? Hold on. When I was a kid, my mom always cooked century tuna with egg. Tortang century tuna. And as a flight attendant right now, I am unable to bring pork or beef in other countries. All I can get, or all I can bring, is the century tuna can. And I realized that my life, my worst life, up until now, my best life, I am with century tuna. I am super power.
He's your guy. He's your guy.
Male number 44.
Hello everyone, my name is Lorenzo Isim. I'm 27 years old from Cebu City. I stand for second chance, for inspiring those people who think they're not good enough to start their fitness journey, or those who's not brave enough to start again. A few years ago, after finishing up as a runner-up in a national pageant and in an international modeling competition, I thought my journey was over. I left Manila, lost my routine, and even struggled with my health. And then I remember the two most important women in my life, my mom and my lola. Even on the days that I doubted myself, they always believed in me. So I decided to start over again. But I told myself I'm done with competitions. Until last month. My lola passed away. And that changes everything. I realized that I need to be the person she always believed I could be. I inspired my family, and it's time to inspire other people. And la, para niniwala. And this is my super bad era. Thank you.
Thank you. Your question comes from Judge Cristel.
Hi, Lorenzo.
Hello.
So aside from your mom and your lola, if there is one person or one person that you could thank for shaping your journey, who would that be and why?
If there's one person I could think of shaping myself right now, it would be my older self. You know, I've been so proud of what I have become. And you know, the journey to being fit wasn't really easy. And it will never be easy. There will always be humps and bumps. But those challenges will help you shape the person you want to be and to be a strong person. And yeah, I think it would be my greatest self.